Here are solutions to homework set number 4 for ECE 376 Embedded Systems. This homework set looks at C programming, LCD displays, and keypads. Now the first problem is, how long does it take C code to execute? That's actually a hard question to answer. In assembly, it's fairly easy. You just count lines of assembly. In C, it gets harder. Well, one way to do that is pick a pin you're not using and toggle it. So here I count on port C. So port C pin 0 just outputs a square wave. If I can measure the frequency, I know one of the frequencies is the period. Half of that is how long it takes between toggles. That'll be this time. Take that time divided by 64. That's how long it takes to count mod 64. So doing that, I take this code, download it, run it, measure the frequency. I can do that by taking the output pin, tying it to a speaker, and measuring using the Piano Tuner app. Or I've got a multimeter that measures frequency, a bit more accurate way to do it. Or use an oscilloscope, somehow measure the frequency on port C pin 0. This came at 4885 Hertz. What that means is the number of clocks between cycles, that would be right here, is 1023. There's 64 loops per toggle. Divide by 64, it's 16. So to add mod 64 takes 16 clocks. If I do the same thing, mod 63, just change that number, it is now 565 clocks. That might seem kind of strange. Why is 64 equal to 16 clocks, but 63 is 565? Well, the difference is 64 is a power of 2. So if I have an 8-bit number, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. To take that number, mod 64, I just take these bits, throw out the high 2. Well, that is the logical AND operation. Just AND it with 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Logical AND takes 1 clock in assembly. To do mod 63, in contrast, I have to take the number, divide by 63, take the remainder. That's the answer. A much harder algorithm, and likewise it takes 4 clocks. Integer division. If I take these two numbers and divide them, same code as before, but now there's no for loop. Now what I get is each division is this amount of time. Measuring the frequency, I got 10.1 kilohertz, meaning this is 495 clocks to do an integer division. Let's try floating point division. Floating point division takes 1,800 clocks. So back in 173, you probably did everything in floating point. In this class, you try to avoid floating point if you can. A single floating point operation is 1,800 clocks, or 187 microseconds. The PIC processor is not designed for floating point operations. It can do it, but it takes a lot of clocks. Problem 2. This is a previous problem we had in assembly. Build a flashlight, but this time using C code. So what I want is when I hit the buttons, I turn on a light. After 10 seconds of no push button pushes, they turn off automatically. So we did that in assembly. In C, I can do the same thing. The C code is actually a lot easier to understand. So in C, what I'm going to do is set the pins to output. Port B is input. Everybody's binary. Then my infinite loop. This is typical in embedded systems. I have this infinite loop. I want the flashlight to work over and over again, not just once. If I hit RB0, turn off port C. Hit RB1, turn on the first light, second light, third light, all 3 lights for white, and initialize a counter. Each time I go through the loop, I decrement my counter to 0, stop at 0, then wait 100 milliseconds. The significance of the number 100 is 100 times 100 milliseconds is 10 seconds. And then to see what's happening, I'll pick a pin I'm not using, like port D, copy time over to port D. So here's what that looks like. If I hit the button 1, the first light turns on. Button 2, button 3, white lights, lights off. If I turn on a button, that sets my counter. This is counting down after 10 seconds. When it gets to 0, the light turns off. When I'm done, my code compiled as 384 bytes. That's 192 lines of assembly. Back when we were doing assembly, it was only 74 lines of code, so the C program is about 5 times larger. That's typical of C. C is typically 3 to 10 times larger than assembly. So let's see the flashlight in operation. Here I modified the code to display on the LCD display flashlight along with the time remaining. If I hit the first button, that turns on the red light and gives you the time left. When it gets down to 0, the light turns off. And likewise, I've got the green light, blue light, white light, light off. So there's an LED flashlight controlled by a PIC processor with the LCD display. So here's problem number 4. What I'm trying to do is use this keypad. This is the same one in your kit. Looks a bit different. This is a $10 keypad. Yours is a $1 keypad. I'm using this one because I'm special. I want to input a number like 1, 2, and then hit a button. This updates hours, minutes, seconds. So how do we do that? What I can do is I can erase this. So I want to do 1 hour, clear, 23 minutes, clear, clear, 17.5 seconds. There's 1 hour, 23 minutes, 17.5 seconds. How do I do that? Well, one way to do that is I set up a display routine. When I pass hours, minutes, seconds, it just displays on the screen. Here's the hours, minutes, seconds. Once I get that working, well, to test it, I would then have a little test routine. Display 1, 2, 3. Does that show up as 1, 2, 3? Once the display routine works, I can then work on the main routine. So these are the keypad functions from before. Main routine is what I care about. I'm going to read the push button. If it's 0 through 9, take the old number times 10 plus 1. That gives me the numbers up here. Do the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Input a number. If I hit the star, or hit the pound sign, that removes a digit. RB0, RB1, RB2. And this isn't really required, but just for fun, RB3 takes that time and starts to count. So this wasn't required, but if I did that, this sets my counter. I wait 100 milliseconds, decrement seconds. When seconds gets to 0, it decrements minutes. When minutes gets to 0, decrements hours. When I get to 0, 0, 0, 0, the lights on port A turn on. So rather than do all that, let's do hours, minutes, seconds. Let's set the seconds to 5.8 seconds. Go. So seconds decrement when they get to 0. Nothing happens. Well, the lights on port A were supposed to turn on. But again, that wasn't really required. To verify, again, check to make sure you meet the requirements. If I hit 55 RB0, that updates hours, minutes, seconds, clears it. And again, just for fun, this decrements down to 0. In terms of a demo, video shows up a whole lot better. But that is homework set number 4 for ECE 376. Problem 4.